Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly felt clean from the inside? I'm not talking about taking a shower. I'm talking about your gut, your colon, your internal system, because right now there are millions of people walking around every single day carrying pounds of toxic waste inside their body. Yes, you heard that right. Undigested food, hardened stool, toxic buildup, sitting in your colon for days, weeks, even months. And what does that lead to? Bloating, fatigue, constipation, brain fog, and even weight gain that you just can't seem to lose. Now here's the truth. Your body was designed to eliminate waste every single day. If you're not going regularly, your body is becoming a toxic storage unit. But today, I'm going to show you something powerful. 7 natural drinks, simple, affordable, that can help stimulate your bowels, clean your colon, and get things moving fast. Let me tell you something that most people don't realize, and it may shock you. Right now, there are millions of people walking around feeling tired, bloated, uncomfortable in their own body, and they have no idea why. They blame their age, they blame stress, they blame their metabolism slowing down. But the truth is much deeper than that. Inside their body, specifically inside their colon, there is a buildup of waste that has been sitting there far longer than it should. I'm talking about undigested food, hardened stool, toxic material that your body was supposed to eliminate but didn't. And when that waste stays inside your system, it doesn't just sit there quietly, it begins to affect everything. Your colon is one of the most important organs for detoxification. It's responsible for removing what your body does not need. But when it becomes sluggish, when it's not eliminating properly, that waste starts to accumulate day after day, week after week. And over time, this buildup can become significant. Now think about this. If you took your garbage out only once a week, or worse, once every few weeks, what would happen? It would start to smell. It would attract bacteria. It would become toxic. The same thing is happening inside your body. That waste begins to ferment. It produces gas. It creates pressure in your abdomen. That's where the bloating comes from. That uncomfortable, tight feeling in your stomach, that's not just normal. That's your body telling you something is wrong. And it doesn't stop there. Those toxins don't just stay in your colon. Some of them can be reabsorbed back into your bloodstream. Now they begin to circulate throughout your body. This is where people start experiencing fatigue. You wake up tired, even after a full night's sleep. You feel sluggish during the day, low energy, no motivation. It's not always because you didn't rest enough. It's because your body is dealing with internal toxicity. Your system is working overtime trying to manage something that should have been eliminated. And then there's the brain. Have you ever experienced brain fog? You can't think clearly, you forget things, you feel mentally slow. Many people don't connect this to their gut, but your gut and your brain are deeply connected. When your digestive system is overloaded, your mental clarity suffers. Now let's talk about constipation. This is one of the most common signs that waste is building up. If you're not going regularly, if you're skipping days, if your bowel movements are hard, dry, or difficult, that is not normal. Your body was designed to eliminate waste daily. When it doesn't, that waste becomes harder and more compact. It sticks to the walls of your colon. Over time, it becomes more difficult to pass. And the longer it stays there, the more problems it creates. But here's something that surprises many people. Weight gain, yes, that stubborn weight around your belly, that feeling of heaviness, it's not always just fat. Sometimes it's retained waste. When your colon is full, your abdomen can actually expand. You feel heavier, you look bloated. And no matter how much you diet, no matter how much you exercise, it feels like nothing is changing because the root problem hasn't been addressed. Your body is holding on to what it should be releasing. I want you to understand something very important. This is not about fear. This is about awareness. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It is always trying to protect you. It is always trying to heal you. But when it becomes overwhelmed, when it's not given the right support, it starts sending signals. Bloating is a signal. Fatigue is a signal. Constipation is a signal. These are not random problems. They are messages. And most people ignore them until they become worse, But here's the good news. You have the power to change this. When you begin to support your digestive system, when you help your body eliminate waste properly, everything starts to improve. Your stomach feels lighter. Your energy begins to rise. Your mind becomes clearer. You start to feel like yourself again. Because when you remove what doesn't belong, your body can finally function the way it was designed to. So don't ignore what your body is telling you. Pay attention to how you feel after you eat. Pay attention to your bowel movements. Pay attention to your energy levels, because your health begins in your gut. And when your gut is overloaded with waste, your entire body feels it. But when your gut is clean, when your system is moving the way it should, everything changes. Let me make something very clear, something that many people overlook every single day. Your body was designed with a purpose. Every organ, every system, every function works together in harmony to keep you alive, energized, and healthy. And one of the most important functions your body performs is elimination. Yes, something as simple as having a bowel movement is one of the most powerful indicators of your overall health. But here's the problem. Most people are not eliminating waste properly. Some go every other day, some every few days, and some struggle even longer than that. And they think it's normal. It is not normal. A healthy body should be able to eliminate waste every single day. In many cases, even more than once a day, depending on your diet and lifestyle, because every time you eat, your body is processing nutrients, extracting what it needs, and preparing to remove what it doesn't. If that waste is not leaving your body regularly, it begins to stay inside longer than it should. And that's where the problems begin. Think of your digestive system like a flowing river. When the water is moving, everything stays clean, fresh, and balanced. But when that river becomes stagnant, when the flow slows down, things start to build up. Debris collects, bacteria grows, the environment becomes unhealthy. The same thing happens inside your colon. When elimination is delayed, waste sits there, it becomes dry, hard, and more difficult to pass. Over time, this slows down your entire digestive system even more. It becomes a cycle. The longer waste stays in your body, the harder it is to remove, and the harder it becomes to restore normal function. Now let's talk about toxins. Your body is exposed to toxins every single day. From the food you eat, the water you drink, the air you breathe, your body is constantly working to filter and remove these harmful substances. And one of the primary ways it does this is through your bowels. When you eliminate regularly, you are removing not just waste, but also toxins that your body does not need. But when you're not going daily, those toxins stay inside you. They linger. And in some cases, they can be reabsorbed back into your system. Now your body has to deal with them all over again. This puts extra stress on your liver, your kidneys, and your entire detoxification system. It's like trying to clean your house, but never taking the trash out. You can organize everything, you can make it look nice, but if the garbage is still there, the problem hasn't been solved. And over time, it begins to affect how you feel. This is where people start to experience that constant heaviness, that sluggish feeling like your body is weighed down. You wake up without energy. You go through the day feeling tired. You lose motivation. And again, many people think this is just part of getting older. It's not. It's often a sign that your body is not eliminating properly. Now let's talk about something else. Your gut is deeply connected to your immune system. In fact, a large portion of your immune function is located in your digestive tract. When waste is moving efficiently, your gut environment stays balanced. But when waste builds up, it creates an environment where harmful bacteria can thrive. This can weaken your immune system over time. It can make you more susceptible to illness, inflammation, and other health issues. And it all comes back to one simple thing. Are you eliminating daily? Because if you're not, your body is constantly trying to catch up. It's working harder than it should. And eventually, it starts to fall behind. But here's what I want you to understand. Your body is not working against you. It's working for you. It's always trying to restore balance. It's always trying to eliminate what doesn't belong. But it needs the right support. It needs hydration. It needs fiber. It needs movement. When you drink enough water, you help soften stool and keep things moving. When you eat fiber-rich foods, you give your body the bulk it needs to push waste through your system. When you move your body, you stimulate your intestines and support natural bowel function. These are simple things, but they make a powerful difference. And when you begin to support your body in this way, you start to notice changes. You feel lighter, your stomach becomes flatter, your energy begins to improve. You don't feel that constant pressure, that discomfort, that sluggishness. Instead, you feel clean from the inside. And that feeling is something many people haven't experienced in a long time. So let me ask you again, are you eliminating every day? Because this is not just about comfort. This is about your health. This is about giving your body the ability to function the way it was designed to. Don't ignore this. Don't accept irregularity as normal, because when your body is eliminating properly, everything else begins to fall into place. Your energy, your digestion, your overall well-being, it all starts here. Daily elimination is not optional. It's essential. Now let's talk about something that can truly make a difference. Something simple, natural, and incredibly powerful when used the right way. We're talking about these 7 natural drinks, not pills, not chemicals, not harsh solutions that shock your system, but gentle, effective drinks that work with your body, not against it, because your body already knows how to eliminate waste. The problem is, it just needs a little help sometimes. And that's exactly what these drinks are designed to do. They stimulate digestion, they hydrate your system, they soften stool, and most importantly, they activate movement in your intestines. Let's start with something very simple, warm liquids. When you drink something warm, especially first thing in the morning, it sends a signal to your digestive system. It tells your body, wake up, it's time to start moving. This is why something like warm lemon water can be so effective. It hydrates your body after hours of sleep. It gently stimulates your digestive tract, and it prepares your colon for elimination. Sometimes that's all your body needs. Now let's go a little deeper. Certain natural ingredients have properties that directly support bowel movement. Take apple cider vinegar, for example. It helps balance stomach acid, which is critical for proper digestion. When your digestion improves, food breaks down more efficiently and waste moves through your system more smoothly. This reduces the chances of buildup and helps your body eliminate more effectively. Then we have fiber-rich drinks like chia seed water. This is where things become very interesting. When chia seeds are soaked, they absorb water and expand into a gel-like substance. Inside your digestive system, this acts like a natural cleanser. It adds bulk to your stool. It helps push waste through your intestines, and it supports regular bowel movements. Think of it as giving your body the tools it needs to clean itself. And the best part, it does this gently without forcing your system. Now let's talk about something stronger, natural flushing drinks. These are designed to draw water into your intestines, softening stool and triggering movement. A simple example is warm salt water. When used correctly, it can create a powerful flushing effect. It encourages your body to release waste that may have been sitting there for too long. But here's the key. This is not something you rely on every day. It's something you use occasionally when your body needs extra support. Because the goal is not to depend on anything. The goal is to restore your body's natural rhythm. Now let's move to soothing and healing drinks. Aloe Vera is a perfect example. It doesn't just stimulate bowel movement, it also calms inflammation in the digestive tract. If your intestines are irritated, inflamed, or sluggish, aloe vera helps restore balance. It supports healing while also promoting elimination. This is important because many people have underlying digestive issues that need attention. Now think about ginger tea. This is one of the most underrated remedies. Ginger increases circulation in your digestive system. It warms your body from the inside, it reduces bloating, and it encourages your intestines to contract and move. This is called peristalsis, the natural wave-like motion that pushes waste through your system. When this process slows down, constipation begins. But when you stimulate it, everything starts moving again. And then we have prune juice. This is a classic, and for good reason. Prunes contain natural sugars and compounds that draw water into your colon. They soften stool, making it easier to pass. And they also provide fiber, which supports regularity. For many people, this alone can make a noticeable difference. Now here's what you need to understand. Each of these drinks works in a slightly different way. Some hydrate, some stimulate, some add bulk, some soothe, but together they all support one goal, helping your body eliminate waste naturally. And that's the key word here, naturally, because your body doesn't need to be forced. It doesn't need harsh chemicals or extreme measures. It needs support. It needs consistency. It needs the right environment to function properly. And when you give your body that support, you start to notice changes. Your digestion becomes smoother. Your bowel movements become more regular. Your stomach feels lighter. You no longer feel that constant heaviness, that discomfort, that pressure. Instead, you feel relief. You feel clean. You feel energized. But let me say something very important. These drinks are not magic solutions. They are tools. They help your body, but they do not replace healthy habits. If your diet is low in fiber, if you're not drinking enough water, if you're not moving your body, you will continue to struggle. Because true health comes from what you do every single day. These drinks can give you a push in the right direction. They can help reset your system. But it's up to you to maintain that progress. So use them wisely. Listen to your body. Pay attention to how you feel after drinking them, because your body will tell you what works best. And when you find that balance, when you support your digestive system the right way, you'll realize something powerful. Your body already has the ability to heal itself. It just needed a little help getting started. Now here's the part that most people don't want to hear, but it's the truth. There is no drink, no remedy, no shortcut that will fix your health if your daily habits are working against you. Yes, these natural drinks can help. They can stimulate your digestive system. They can support elimination. They can give your body that extra push. But they are not the foundation. Your lifestyle is. And if that foundation is weak, nothing you add on top of it will hold for long. Let me explain. You can drink lemon water in the morning. You can take natural remedies. You can try different cleanses. But if the rest of your day is filled with processed foods, low fiber intake, dehydration, and inactivity, your body will go right back to where it started. This is why so many people feel stuck. They try something new, they get temporary results, and then everything goes back to the way it was. Not because the remedy didn't work, but because the lifestyle didn't change. Real health is not about what you do once in a while. It's about what you do every single day. It's about consistency. Now let's start with one of the most important factors, your diet. What you put into your body determines what your body can do. If your diet is filled with highly processed foods, low in nutrients, low in fiber, your digestive system has to work much harder. These foods move slowly through your intestines. They don't provide the bulk needed for proper elimination, and over time, they contribute to buildup. Now compare that to a diet rich in whole foods, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, natural sources of fiber. These foods support your digestion. They add volume to your stool. They help move waste through your system, and they feed the good bacteria in your gut. This is how your body was designed to function. Now let's talk about hydration. Water is essential. Without enough water, your stool becomes dry and hard. It becomes difficult to pass. This leads to constipation, straining, discomfort. But when you're properly hydrated, everything changes. Water helps soften stool. It supports the movement of waste through your intestines. It keeps your entire digestive system functioning smoothly. And yet, so many people go through their day barely drinking enough. They rely on tea, coffee, sugary drinks, but they're not giving their body what it truly needs. Now here's another piece that is often ignored. Movement. Your body was not designed to sit all day. When you move, your intestines move. Physical activity stimulates digestion. It helps activate that natural wave-like motion in your gut, the one responsible for pushing waste through your system. Even something as simple as walking can make a significant difference. But when you're sedentary, When you're sitting for long periods, your digestive system slows down, everything becomes sluggish. And over time, this contributes to irregularity. Now let's talk about routine. Your body thrives on rhythm. When you eat at consistent times, when you sleep at consistent times, when you give your body the opportunity to eliminate without rushing, you create a pattern and your body responds to that pattern. Many people ignore the urge to go. They're busy. They're distracted, they delay it, and over time, the body starts to lose that natural signal. This leads to further problems because elimination is not something you should force, it's something you should allow. You have to give your body the time and space to do what it's meant to do. Now here's something very important. Stress. Your mental state has a direct impact on your digestion. When you're stressed, your body goes into a fight or flight mode. In this state, digestion slows down. Your body is focused on survival, not elimination. This is why so many people experience digestive issues during stressful periods. Bloating, constipation, discomfort, it's all connected. So managing stress is not just about your mind, it's about your body as well. Deep breathing, relaxation, taking time for yourself, these things matter more than you think. Now take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Your health is not determined by one thing. It's the result of everything you do day after day. The food you eat, the water you drink, the way you move, the way you manage stress, the habits you repeat, these are the things that shape your body. These are the things that determine how you feel. And when you begin to improve these areas, everything starts to change. Your digestion becomes more regular, your energy improves, your body feels lighter, cleaner, more balanced. And those natural drinks we talked about earlier, they become even more effective because now they are supporting a healthy system, not trying to fix an unhealthy one. That's the difference. So don't look for quick fixes. Don't rely on temporary solutions. Focus on building habits that support your body every single day. Because when you do that, you won't need to depend on anything. Your body will do what it was designed to do naturally, efficiently, and consistently. And that's where true health begins